With the Schoolcraft Connection newspaper, I'm sports editor James Paxson. Currently talking to the Michigan Community College Athletic Association 2016 Coach of the Year, Pat Yelsik. Pat, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good, James. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely. Pat, when did you start bowling and when did you start coaching bowling?
I've been in the athletic office for a little over 3 years now. I've had some background in athletic administration, so when a position became available in the athletic department here at Schoolcraft, it was certainly one that I jumped at and was fortunate enough to get. And then shortly after I got on board here in the athletic office, the bowling coach became available. I've bowled recreationally pretty much all my life. I do have some coaching experience with some other sports pretty much ever since I've been out of high school. So it was kind of a perfect storm when they were looking for somebody. I had the experience on how to lead, manage, and execute a program. So I combined that with the experience that I had bowling, and this is my third year as coach. And I can honestly say it's been a great ride. I've been fortunate enough to have great kids, and hopefully they can say that I've helped them not only become better bowlers, but better people and prepared for their next step in life, whether that's their transferring to a four-year school, entering the workforce, or something completely different. That's what we're here for.
Now, do you have any unique players on this team that have something really fascinating about them?
Yeah, well, they're all special and unique in their own sort of way. But one that really I'd like to talk about is Mike Reese. Mike is from the Chicago area originally. He lives in Kalamazoo. He took some classes here fall semester and had no idea that we had a bowling team, but through word of mouth heard that we've got one. We had tryouts. He thought, hey, you know what, I've never been a part of anything like that. I'm going to come to tryouts. Did very, very good. I offered him a spot on the team, and he said, well, I'd absolutely love to, but I'm living in Kalamazoo, so I'm not sure if I can make it work. But he pulled some strings on his end, and he's making it work. He's taking a full-time load here this semester at Schoolcraft, driving back and forth each and every day from Kalamazoo. So when I say Kalamazoo, that's not his girl lives there. He's got a place out here. His actual address is Kalamazoo, so he makes this drive every day, and it just speaks volumes about Schoolcraft. There's 2 4-year colleges right in Kalamazoo. There's a 2-year college in Kalamazoo. There's countless other schools on 94 as you go from Kalamazoo here. But it meant so much to him to be part of this and to be an Ocelot that's a sacrifice that he's making. So I think it's pretty cool what his dedication is, and that says a lot about him as a person. And it's been really cool to see him succeed like he has this year.
I am now talking to freshman Mike Reese. Mike, how'd you find out about Schoolcraft College Bowling?
Just did a lot of research. I came from a high school in Illinois. I moved up to Michigan. We didn't have high school bowling, and when I had an opportunity to check out Schoolcraft campus, I looked up their sports online, saw they had bowling, and it looked like something I'd be willing to get into.
What's it like playing for Coach Pat Yelsik?
It's awesome. He encourages a great environment. We all have fun at practice and at the tournaments as well. A lot of freedom to work on our game and be there for each other and just have a good time.
Now, Coach told me you live all the way out in Kalamazoo.
Yes,
what
I
it's
do.
like to drive there every single day. How do you get the motivation to do that?
Honestly, it's the bowling aspect. I have an 8 a.m. class. I actually ended up missing it this morning because of snow in Kalamazoo. So, the school itself is awesome. The environment here, the team that we've got makes it a lot easier to get out of bed, come to class, and hang out here till 6 and get on the road for 2.5 hours. I don't mind it because I'm having a great time, having a blast with everybody that we've got here.
Now I'm talking to sophomore bowler Ashley Scow. Ashley, what is it like playing for Coach Pat Yelsik?
It's truly an honor to play for Patrick Yelsik. I mean, he's such a great coach, and we can rely on him for anything. He gives us a lot of great tips. He's always making sure that we're up to date, we are playing well, we're supporting each other. He's really someone you can come to talk to if you're having a problem, academically, or off the field. He's a great listener. He's always encouraging us to bowl better and be better students. Just be kind to others, especially if you're in a tough match or on a tough pattern. Don't bring other people down because you're doing well. And it's really nice to have someone that we can always count on and look up to as really well.
What is it like playing on a co-ed bowling team, and if there is any advantages, what are they?
It's definitely more fun to play in a co-ed team versus like the whole gender bias thing that, oh, it's all girls or oh, it's all guys. We have a lot of different personalities. We blend really well. especially since we have different like body types, we bowl differently, so it's always good to give each other tips, which is a major advantage in my perspective, because if I can't hook the ball right or I'm having trouble just keeping it straight, there's always a guy to be like, hey, maybe you can do this, and they're so supportive. Like, we're a huge family, and it's great to have both different levels of bowling, and it's nice just to know, be like, hey, that's like my sister, or like back up, or like that's my brother, like he's got my back. Like, we're a huge, happy bunch of people.
Why don't you give me a little recap of the season so far, how great your players have done, and maybe a couple players who have been individually really awesome.
Absolutely. We're 4 tournaments into the season. We just completed our 4th tournament, which was our home tournament right here at Maribol. The guys are a perfect 4 for 4. They've brought home 4 first place finishes, and the girls are 3 for 4. They've brought home 3 first place. And when I say that 4 for 4 and 3 for 4, that's not 4 wins against one other school. Those are 4 first place finishes at tournaments where there's at least 6 schools. The guys competed in a tournament in Muskegon where there were 13 schools against the likes of Ball State University, Grand Valley, Spring Arbor, Siena Heights. We're talking 4-year schools that give full ride scholarships, and our guys came out first overall and against competition like that. So from a team standpoint, we couldn't be doing much better than we are, but even with those first place finishes, we still really haven't accomplished anything, because our number 1 goal of the season is take care of business in conference, win the conference, qualify for nationals, and then make sure that we're able to do something at the national tournament. So all these first place finishes are nice, but all of our main goals are still in front of us. Individually, we've got some guys and girls who are really doing some things. The one that jumps first to mind is Kayla Jackson on the women's side. She's competed in 4 tournaments. She's got 4 high series, which means her 3-game series was the highest out of anybody in the tournament. She's got 2 high game honors to her credit. She's averaging 176 pins a game, which is pretty amazing. So Kayla is really anchoring our women's team. On the men's side, it's a little more diverse. We've had 3 different guys take home honors, whether it was high game honors, high series honors. Matt Gurry's got 2. Mike Reese has a couple. Lonnie Lawrence is a transfer student from Wayne Community College who was last year's individual state champion. So we've got a lot of talent, a lot of depth, and that's what I'm starting to notice. The other teams are having trouble being able to match our depth 1 through 8. They might have 4 or 5 decent bowlers. We've got 8. So on any given day where maybe a couple of our guys aren't having as good a day as they're capable of, we're able to go to some of our other guys, and they're able to have their back and pick up the slack.
Last question for you. What kind of tips do you have on people trying to improve their bowling skills?
Bowling is just like anything else. If you want to be good at it, you got to practice it. You got to practice it the right way. So many people I'll see bowling and they're just fooling around or messing around with it when they're out here shooting, and that's all good and fun. Everybody has fun bowling, and if that's your aim, that's perfectly fine. But if you want to be good at it, you got to find a routine that's comfortable for you, all the way your approach, your release. Find something that's comfortable for you, and then practice it that way each and every time. You've got to almost become robotic out there. So that's the advice. I know it's super cliche to say, but find something that's comfortable and practice, practice, practice.
With the Schoolcraft Connection newspaper, I am sports editor James Paxson.